Do-do-do. Hello, is anyone there? I'm going to give you all about 30 more seconds, then I'm going to start. Okay, somebody's here. Let's see. Hello, Ezard. All right, I'm going to go ahead on and get started. Hi, Jessica. Hey, Dana. Hey, Miss Butterscotch, Gabrielle. All right, y'all. Hey, Catherine, Teodra. Let me get started. So I'm breaking down the word fear. You all can hear me, right? I know sometimes this, I don't know why it acts like it can't hear me. But let me know if you cannot hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Good. All right. So I'm going to be breaking down the word fear. I'm going to start off with a story. I always like to tell stories because it helps you remember. And I'm going to start off with telling you how I used fear to actually conquer fear. Because fear can actually help encourage you depending on how you perceive it. So, when it came to me making a final decision in regards to quitting my 22-year career at the U.S. Postal Service, I would say that fear helped me do that. Now, what happened was, I had a dream. I had two dreams actually, but one of my dreams told me I was arguing with myself in the dream. It was two of me, and my other me was yelling at me, telling me to not go back to work. So when I woke up, I was like, holy shit, okay, not go back to work. Like right now, don't go back to work. Cause I was already considering quitting my job and I was already making a plan and everything. But my dream was kind of like, do it now. So of course I was like biting my fingernails, like, oh shit, do it now. So, I had a hair appointment that day. While I was driving on my way to my hair appointment, I'm praying, which is really talking to yourself, talking to the universe, talking to the God within you. And I'm just like, okay, if I'm really supposed to quit my job, like right now, just give me like one more give me like one more confirmation. And so I went into the hairdresser. And my hairdresser starts to tell me about how she had a dream. She had a dream that the pipes bursted in her house or something like that. And no, I'm saying it's wrong. I'm sorry. She had a dream. Someone came to her and told her in a dream that she needed to get insurance on her house because at the time she didn't have insurance on her house. And maybe like a week later, or the day that I went to get my hair done, she heard the pipes bursted underneath her house. And she said to me, damn, I wish I would have listened to that dream. And I was like, what dream? She was like, somebody told me in a dream that I needed to get insurance on my house. So, mind you, remember, I had asked for some kind of confirmation that I'm really supposed to quit my job right now. So when she told me about that dream, I read that as that was my confirmation. Like my confirmation was basically telling me that like if you don't listen to what your dreams are telling you, it's going to backfire on you. Like this is what happens when you don't listen to your dreams. Okay, shit falls apart, and it's like my dream came to let me know that like it's okay to leave. You'll be all right. So just wanted to share that story with y'all because I did, if you didn't know this already, I did make the final decision to quit my job. But what really put it over the edge was I had another dream like the very next night that said something like, you made it to door number 10. And so after I analyzed what I felt like door number 10 mean, it was like, a karmic completion. So it's time for me to go do what I'm really supposed to be doing. All right. So I just wanted y'all to give y'all like a really good example, what I think is a really good example anyway, of how fear can be used to actually encourage you. Because it's kind of like, well, if you don't do the thing that you're really supposed to do and following in the steps of your I am, things could actually go, I don't want to say bad for you because, I don't really believe in the concept of good and bad, but things could actually slow you down or work against you. So I just wanted to share that. Let's see. I want to read y'all comments. Yeah, 22 years, Sonia. I was at the post office for 22 years. So imagine how scary it was for me to finally leave. I really wasn't that scared because I had so many confirmations that told me that it was time for me to go. And I still get them now. So I wasn't real scared. But anyway, so let's get into the word fear itself, okay? I'm looking over here at my notes. Like I said to you earlier, fear can actually be used to encourage you if you perceive it correctly, if you perceive it right. And instead of you looking at it like something is telling you not to do something, fear could be actually telling you, no, you need to do this or X, Y, and Z is going to happen. Now I'm going to show you how the things that you attract to you play a role in you actually conquering what you think that you're scared of. Because if you're scared of something, you're usually continuously focusing on what could go wrong, what could go wrong, what could go wrong. So that's what you're going to create. What can go wrong, what can go wrong, what can go wrong. So now you're going to attract that to you because you need to face it. Because you need to face a fear. And that is also playing a role in helping you remember your way back to your true self, which is your I am. Okay, so remembering, another word for remember is heal. I'm going to write that on the board so that we can remember that I said that. Remember means to heal, because remember means to bring things together and make them one. So remember that remembering is heal. Now, another word for heal in the Bible is Raphael. That's one of the angels was called Raphael. Okay, but we're going to spell his name a little bit different. We're going to turn that PH into a F. See what I did to Raphael? That's Raphael. That's Raphael. Raphael means heal. Okay, Raphael means heal. But as you can see in Raphael has fear in there. Fear. It actually says, you could say that, magically speaking, if I move the letters around, you could say that it means to fear L. L means God. It literally means to fear God. Now, let me write that so that you can see how I did that. Fear L means fear God. Now, a lot of times when people hear fear God, they think that, why would you be fearing God? Why would God want you to fear God? Well, fear also means to respect. Fear, it also means to be afraid, and it means like whatever, all the negative things that people think that fear means. It does mean those things, but it also means to respect. It also means to honor. It also means to, what do I have on here? To honor, to respect, and to revere. So the Bible says many times to fear the Lord, to fear the Lord, to fear the Lord. But where is my eraser? I'm never prepared for class, y'all. I'm never prepared. Where the heck is it at? Anyway, fear means to fear the Lord, but the word Lord, if you follow me on Facebook or if you've ever been to any of my classes, you know that I always spell Lord like this. Lured. So to fear the Lord is really to fear the Lord, and that Lord is really the law of attraction. That Lord is the law of attraction. That is the things that you're lording to you. So that's not necessarily saying to fear God the way we think that it means. It also means to have respect or to honor the things that are being attracted to you, the things that you're luring to you, no matter what they are, to have respect for and honor it. Why? Because it's a reflection of you. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. They like, I don't attract everything to me and blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, you can come to one of my classes and I'll help you understand how you're doing that. But anyway, yes, to fear the Lord is to have respect for the law of attraction, which is to have respect for the things that you're luring to you. Now, reason why you would have respect to the things that you're luring to you is because they're there to help you know yourself. If you continuously ignore them and you continuously deny that you're attracting these things to you, you are not going to grow. You're not going to mature. You're never going to reach the state of sovereignty. You're never going to reach the state of I am what God is, or even really thoroughly understanding I am that I am, which is I am everything that I see. Okay? Y'all gonna have to give me 1 second while I look for this freaking eraser, because let me just go get a napkin. Jeez Louise. I swear on everything, I just had this eraser like yesterday. Here we go. Okay. So now that we have an understanding that the angel that's Raphael in the Bible literally means to fear God, which also has to do with the law of attraction, and it has to do with you healing, has to do with you remembering. So you're attracting these things to you so that you can remember yourself. So that you can remember yourself. That you can remember your true self. Let's see what let me want to look at y'all comments. Face the fear and do it anyway. Yes, the things that you're scared of, you need to face it and do it anyway. That's why when I get to Costa Rica, I am going to be zip lining, and I am scared. Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm not scared, but I have to do it. I have to do it because I know that it's a metaphor for me flying. I know that it's a metaphor for me really stepping into my God self, and it just represents so many things. Even for my students that come to the self-realization classes, it's for them too, because I can't keep encouraging everybody else and I'm not doing it. So if you're scared of it, yes, you're probably supposed to do it. I ain't saying go all around and do everything that you're scared to do, but I'm saying you should at least roll it around in your mind and figure out, first of all, why are you scared of it? Okay, the way you spelled Lord looks like Lucifer. Can come out of that. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, Catherine. Lucifer definitely all up in there. Lucifer has a lot to do with the law of attraction. Absolutely. Classes. Okay, Catherine, I will put the classes in the link. It'll be a link in the bottom in the notes, and it'll also be at the top. Sometimes I have them pop up at the top. Okay, you could also go on my website, blackfirenation.com. BLAQfirenation.com. It's all over my website for the classes. Dana said, that's why I took the plunge and completely moved to Virginia and left Louisiana. Did you, Dana? Oh, I'm going to have to call you. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, okay, we'll talk. We need to talk anyway so that we can plan my class to come to. Oh, you done moved. Okay, we'll talk. All right, anyway. So let's talk some more about where your fears really come from. First of all, when you are in fear of things, I'm talking about the negative aspect of fear, not so much about, like I said, having respect for and things like that. I'm talking about your negative perception of fear. When you are in fear of things, you are going to freeze yourself. When you are in fear, you freeze. You freeze up, right? Because the word fear has the word freeze. No, the word freeze has the word fear in it. See? Now, freeze is also free, like free you. FREE. Right? So fear, yes, I spell fear a little bit different. This is word magic, remember? So fear can also free you. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. That fear can also free you, or it can freeze you. It depends on how you are perceiving these things. And you have to get to the root of What are you afraid of? One of the main things that I teach in Self-Realization of a Goddess is that you are immortal. Once you really get it in your head that you are immortal, you will reduce the amount of fear you have. Now, let me be honest with y'all and clear with y'all. I have not mastered this fear thing, okay? I'm not sitting up here saying that I've mastered it, but I do have a great understanding of what can reduce you being afraid of things. Because once you know, that you cannot die, what else is there really to fear? Okay? So I want you to remember that fear can either free you, or it can freeze you. It depends on your perspective. I think it was Will Smith that said something like everything that you want to achieve is on the other side of fear. Okay? Most of the time we are in fear of failing. We are in fear of falling, which somebody mentioned Lucifer, and that's Lucifer got to do with that. Because the whole story about Lucifer falling and that kind of got to do with fear. But anyway, most of the time we have a fear of failing. But the thing about failure is that failure is not real. Failure is only real until you decide to say that you give up. I don't care if you try to do a thing 10 times. If you never gave up on it, you didn't fail. So stop telling yourself that story. Stop telling yourself the story about that you're afraid to fail. No, at least be honest with yourself and say, I'm afraid that I'm going to give up, because that's what it really means. Okay. Now, the other thing about fear is that it has the word ear in it. This is another thing that lets us know what's really happening when we are afraid, right? So fear has the word ear in it, EAR. So what does that really mean? That means that a lot of the times the things that we are afraid of is because these are things that we're letting into our ears. We're letting into our subconscious, and we are taking them into our vibration. We're letting other people project their fears onto us, and then now we're walking around in it. That's not even really being your true self. And the only way that you would even accept if somebody projected their fear on you is if you really did have that fear. So a lot of times that's why we get offended at things. A lot of our arguments are at the root of fear. A lot of our the reason why we're stuck, I hear people saying that they're stuck. They don't know their purpose. They don't know their I am. They're scared to pursue this, that, and the other. Well, that's because you've let other people project their ideas into your ears. Okay? Your ears is a war zone. Things are going in there. And it's your job. You have a guardian at the door that can say no to things. That can say, no, I'm not accepting it. No, thank you. You know what I mean? So that is also where your fears are coming from. Your fears are coming from you allowing things to go into your ears and to go into your subconscious. Now, fear also means to, I'm going to write it. Fear also means to shake and to tremble. Fear also means to shake and to tremble. Now, when you think about things shaking and when you think about things trembling, that should make you think about vibration, because that's what it is. That's what shaking and trembling is. It's vibration. It's vibration. Now, in that word vibration is the word viper. Just turn a B into a P. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I just took that word vibration and I took the word viper off of the front of it. And the viper is what? Somebody tell me what the viper is. What is a viper? What's a viper? What's a viper? What's a viper? Come on, y'all. I know y'all know this. A snake. Yes. So that's also a serpent, right, y'all? A viper is a serpent. Who's called the serpent in the Bible? Who's the serpent? Serpent is Satan? Yes. Oh, maybe that's why everybody's scared of Satan. Shake, tremble, vibrate. Everybody's scared as well, not everybody, but Nakash, yes. That's another name for the serpent, yes. So, which this word shake is also in there too. Well, the word Nakash is the word shaken. It's the same word. Nakash is shaken, which has to do with fear, right? So that means fear is totally, totally related to what we call Satan. Okay? Now, anybody who follows me or follows my page or follows my classes or anything, everybody knows that I don't believe that the concept of Satan is totally bad or good. You know, Satan represents teaching you things about yourself. And that is the reason, again, that's going back to what I said earlier in the video about how you lower things to you. You lower the things to you that you fear so that you can learn from that. That also has to do with what we call Satan. Because yes, Satan represents a liar, but it also represents telling you the truth about yourself. Okay? So I want you to realize that this has to do with fear. That fear is directly related to what you call Satan, because fear makes you shake, it makes you tremble, it makes you vibrate. Okay? But you need that. In order for you to have courage, your fear has to become right in front of your face. Right? That's the only way that you're going to have courage to do things. That's the only way that you're going to have courage to conquer and meet yourself. That's what you're really trying to do. You are really trying to meet yourself. You're trying to meet your true self. Because majority of the time, majority of us are, even when something as simple as somebody asks you to do something and you really don't want to do it, but you say, okay, that's not being your true self. When you do things out of fear, when you do things out of guilt, when you do things out of shame, when you do things out of the ego, trying to impress people, when you go, all of that stuff got to do with fear. All of it is all fear at the root of all of it. Meet yourself, remember yourself. Yes, Sonia, remember yourself. Yep. Teacher said earthquake. Yes, that is the earth. Another word for earth, or if you move the letters around, earth is heart. So that will be the heart, vibrating the heart. An earthquake is vibrating the heart. Okay. So let me see anything else I got here on my notes. Oh, things that we fear. We fear the future. Actually, in the etymology of fear, it literally says something like, to fear the future. A lot of times we are in fear about things that has not even happened yet. We start making stuff up. Well, what if this happens? Well, what if that happens? Well, what if this happens? But is it happening now? That's how I bring myself back to now. I constantly ask myself, is it happening now? Even when it came to me quitting my job, me having a fear. Well, what if my savings account run out? Well, what if I don't make enough money from Black Fire Nation? Well, what if I was literally stop my brain and be like, what's happening right now though? Is it happening now? Is it happening now? What is happening right now? You ate today, right? You had clean clothes today, right? You took a bath today, right? You got electric, water, gas. You even on a computer. Guess what? Be grateful. You're doing good. And that's how I learned to stay in it now. I consistently ask myself that. So a lot of times when we're scared of the future, it's because we're making shit up that didn't even happen yet. But if you're going to make up stuff that didn't happen yet, make up good stuff that didn't happen. If you're going to sit there and let your brain float all over the place and make up fearful things, you have the power to stop your thoughts and turn it around and say, no, I'm not going to make that up. I'm going to make up something good. I'm going to make up something that I'm going to enjoy in the future instead of sitting up here making up negative stuff. Okay. Earthquake means vibrating the heart. What does that mean spiritually? That means multiple. I think that means multiple things, butterscotch. But I think that's really just the heart beating. The heart, your heartbeat is what causes the vibration. So your heartbeat. Okay, how can I say that? I think I said this in one of my other videos. So you're creating a song. Every time you speak and you open up your mouth, or even your own thoughts, you're creating a song, and it's like God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, then gave you your own instrumental. It's your heartbeat. It's that boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. So you're making a song over there. Boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. You're making a song over that. You're making a song over that. You're making a song. You're creating a song. Okay? You're creating a song with your heartbeat. So, yes, that's what I would say the earthquake is. Okay? I think I said everything that I wanted to say. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so if y'all ain't got anything else to add, I am finito. Okay, everybody said everything they want to say. All right, y'all. So y'all have a beautiful Christmas. If you celebrate, if you don't, Hanukkah, peace, Black Power, whatever you do for Christmas, do it to the best of your ability and make sure that you are not making up bad things. If you're going to sit up there and you're going to be making up bad things, just make sure you stop yourself and ask yourself, is it happening now? If not, turn your thoughts around and start making up something positive. All right? Peace.